What do you think of this? You like it?
Excuse us, please.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at Warner Brothers franchises that will now be under the ownership of Netflix, which has made an $82.7 billion offer. Keep in mind that mere days after Warner Brothers Discovery went forward with this potential acquisition, Paramount's Skydance entered a hostile takeover bid of $108.4 billion. Either outcome could mean very different things, not just for Warner Brothers, but for the entire industry. With Netflix, WB's theatrical windows could grow smaller. This wouldn't be as much of an issue under Paramount, although the company's political ties have some in Hollywood worried. While it's unclear where WB will ultimately land, this video will break down the biggest franchises changing hands and where they may go next.
What do I call you?
Does it matter?
Number 10. The Monsterverse. Starting with 2014's Godzilla before introducing King Kong in his 2017 outing, the Monsterverse fulfilled our dreams of seeing these cinematic titans clash on the silver screen with state-of-the-art effects. Even if it's a collaboration with Legendary Pictures, Warner Brothers owns this shared universe, which has made over $2 billion at the global box office. It puts the big in big screen event. But the Monsterverse has inspired a few TV shows, one of which is on Netflix, the animated Skull Island. The live-action Monarch Legacy of Monsters is distributed through rival Apple TV. While the Monsterverse would be a huge get for any company, Toho still owns Godzilla. The ownership of King Kong is also complicated, although Warner Brothers currently owns the 1933 classic. Number 9. The Wizard of Oz. Warner Brothers owns a vast collection of classic movies, not to mention Turner Classic Movies. If there's one film from Hollywood's golden age that you can call a bankable franchise decades later, it's The Wizard of Oz. MGM produced the 1939 masterpiece, but by the mid-90s, Warner Brothers was granted access to the studio's film library going back decades, The Wizard of Oz being a standout. L. Frank Baum's books remain in the public domain, allowing studios like Universal to produce modern takes like Wicked. Over 85 years later, though, the Judy Garland version is still a lucrative source of income.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
The Wizard of Oz at Sphere has already grossed over $100 million, making investors' wallets greener than the Emerald City.
There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Number 8. The Conjuring Universe. Some of the biggest horror franchises of all time have ties to Warner Brothers, including A Nightmare on Elm Street, Final Destination, and It.
Georgie, meet Pennywise.
While the latter produced the highest-grossing horror film of all time, no horror franchise has made more at the box office than The Conjuring Universe. Loosely based on the paranormal investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren, the franchise has since spun off with movies dedicated to Annabelle and Valak the Nun. As its title suggests, 2025's The Conjuring Last Rites was built up as the grand finale. Of course, that film went on to become the franchise's biggest entry to date, grossing almost $500 million. Whoever's running the show, we doubt they'll let this series rest in peace.
That sounds just about right.
Number 7. Friends. Co-produced with Warner Brothers Television, Friends was a ratings juggernaut throughout its 10-year run on NBC. While Joey subsequently became the go-to definition of a failed spin-off, friendship truly is forever. So is the almighty dollar.
I just want to be married again.
And I just want $1 million.
Forbes estimated that Friends has made Warner Brothers around $4.8 billion through syndication and streaming deals. That is without taking DVD sales into account, mind you. Between 2015 and 2019, Friends streamed on Netflix.
How great are you, you little saver? I mean, the amount you have is exactly the budget of my dream wedding.
Despite ending over a decade ago by that point, it was consistently one of the most watched shows on the service. By 2020, the streaming rights moved to HBO Max, with Warner Media reportedly paying $425 million in a 5-year deal. Wouldn't it be ironic if Friends wound up back at Netflix even after all that?
What's more important, your friends or money?
Friends?
Friends.
Number 6. The Big Bang Theory. Another sitcom that Warner Brothers Television co-produced, The Big Bang Theory ran for 12 seasons on CBS, only drawing in larger audiences as the years went by.
This is for you.
Oh. What is this?
Unlike Friends, The Big Bang Theory has seen major success on the spin-off front. Young Sheldon ran for 7 seasons, while Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is going strong in its 2nd season. Another spin-off centered on Stuart Bloom is also in the works. Spin-offs aside, the original series makes nearly $1 billion annually through syndication, according to Forbes. That is only a fraction of the $3.57 billion that the series gets from TV advertising.
Maybe you should find someone to help you get your finances under control.
Like a business manager?
Yo, absolutely not. You can't afford to hire someone who will forbid you from spending your money on foolish expenses.
Compared to Friends, Warner Media paid even more on the exclusive Big Bang streaming rights, laying down around $600 million.
That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm in.
Number 5. Looney Tunes. From Cartoon Network shows like the Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10, and Adventure Time to classic Hanna-Barbera characters, Warner Brothers may only rival Disney in terms of its animation library. The Looney Tunes will always be a gold standard for cartoons. Between merchandise, box office, and home media, it's hard to say exactly how much Bugs and Friends have made Warner Brothers, although some estimates suggest at least $17 billion.
I'm rich! I'm wealthy! Yahoo!
Since 2003's Looney Tunes Back in Action, though, Warner Brothers has repeatedly done the tunes dirty.
I'm too moist and tender to retire.
Let me escort you out.
Even when they made a quality feature with The Day the Earth Blew Up, WB let Ketchup Entertainment distribute it. With classic Looney Tunes shorts performing well on Tubi, hopefully an executive will realize the tunes deserve better.
The duck!
That's right, the duck.
You gotta be kidding me. Who greenlit this garbage?
Number 4. The Lord of the Rings franchise. Technically, Embracer Group owns Middle-earth Enterprises, which includes J.R.R. Tolkien's career-defining literary works.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Amazon, meanwhile, has acquired the franchise's global TV rights, paving the way for the Rings of Power. Warner Brothers can still lay claim to the film rights, however. The Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy made almost $3 billion at the box office, becoming one of the most successful cinema franchises ever. Having exhausted Tolkien's most well-known works, there seemingly isn't much left to do on the film front. Although WB released the animated The War of Rohirrim in 2024, it wasn't a commercial success. We guess they could just remake the Rings trilogy, but what fantasy franchise would be that greedy and creatively bankrupt?
You shall not pass!
Number 3. The Harry Potter franchise.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
A wizard. And a thumping good one, I'd wager, once you trade up a little.
While many would agree that the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series is hardly necessary, we can see why Warner Brothers Television is producing it. The first 8 films made over $7 billion. Although the subsequent Fantastic Beasts series was expected to have at least 5 movies, they hit the brakes after 3, with each showing diminishing returns. Even so, the Wizarding World has made Warner Brothers a fortune, and not just in film. The Harry Potter games conjured billions, with Hogwarts Legacy alone making $850 million in 2 weeks. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter might be a Universal-themed area, but they still need to pay Warner Brothers a licensing fee. That partnership might be partially why NBC Universal previously made a bid to buy WB.
Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started. Together!
Number 2. Various HBO shows. However the Harry Potter series turns out, it will be far from the only notable show in HBO's catalog. From The Sopranos to 6 Feet Under to The White Lotus, HBO has been a home to prestige TV for decades.
The adventure of a lifetime. There's no one I'd rather be doing it with.
Cheers.
Game of Thrones more than justified its budget with the number of subscribers it brought to HBO, likely making the network billions during its 8-season run. There's potential for more money to be made with spin-offs. Considering that Netflix is a streaming giant and Paramount has their own streaming service, it'll be interesting to see what exactly becomes of HBO Max in the long run. Considering that several HBO shows have already shown up on Netflix, though, it's safe to say who won the streaming war.
But this shit I'm telling you, it'll all blow over.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Mortal Kombat franchise. WB acquired the hit fighting game franchise in 2009.
That old geezer's the final challenge? They might as well give me the belt right now.
The Matrix franchise. We suppose Paramount is the blue pill and Netflix is red?
Follow me.
The Wonka franchise. WB also owns the 1971 film, which Paramount originally released.
You promise?
I could do better than that. I pinky promise. And that's the most solemn vow there is.
The Oceans franchise. It's about time we got Oceans 14. Or would they make Oceans 9?
I'm not sure these belong to me.
The Dune franchise. Why stop with Messiah?
My road leads into the desert. I can see it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Police Academy franchise. Somebody give Steve Guttenberg and that sound effects guy a call. Police Academy 8 is bound to get the green light any day now. Okay, let's be real.
You are out of the academy forever.
Number 1. The DC Universe. Warner Brothers has been linked to DC Comics since the late 60s. By the end of the following decade, Superman would take flight on the silver screen.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
Fast forward another decade, and it was the summer of Batman. Throughout the following decades, superheroes only became more dominant across TV, games, and film, even sparking the DC Extended Universe. While that cinematic universe had more low points than Warner Brothers likely hoped for, there's no denying that the DC brand is still worth billions.
Just keep the little merman away from me while I work.
In 2024, James Gunn and Peter Safran launched the DC Universe, which is expected to be a long-term investment for Warner Brothers. Whether or not this pending sale will shake that up, there will always be an audience for these costumed characters. What's your hot take on the Warner Brothers sale? Let us know in the comments.